If your hips are flattening after 50, there's a very high chance your body has already started shutting off your glutes. Not weakening them, not aging them, shutting them off. And the worst part is, you wouldn't feel it happening. That's exactly what caught me off guard, because on the surface, everything looked fine. I was still active, still walking every day, still doing the exercises people recommend. But something didn't match what I was putting in. My hips were slowly losing shape. My movements felt less stable. And there was this subtle feeling I couldn't explain. Like my body was completing the motion, but not using the muscles I thought it was using. Welcome to MyoSci Lab. Let me ask you something that might feel a little uncomfortable. Have you ever done an exercise you've done for years and realized you can't actually feel the muscle anymore? Not weaker, not injured, just not there. That moment changed everything for me because it forced me to question something most people never question. What if the problem isn't that your muscles are disappearing? What if your body has quietly stopped using them? That's not about effort. That's not even about strength. That's about control. And once I saw it that way, I couldn't unsee it. Because now there was a deeper question sitting underneath everything I thought I knew. If the muscle is still there, what's actually turning it off? Stay with me, because the answer to that is not what most people expect, and it might completely change how you think about your body after 50. And if you don't want your body to feel weaker year after year, subscribe to the channel, because this isn't about doing more, it's about finally understanding what your body is actually doing. And once that question got into my head, I couldn't ignore it anymore, because suddenly, doing more didn't feel like the answer. But I still tried. I did what most people would do. I told myself, maybe I just need to push harder. So I doubled down. More walking, more reps, more focus on form. On paper, it looked like I was doing everything right. But something didn't sit right, because the more effort I put in, the less my body seemed to give back. Not dramatically, just enough to notice. My knees started taking more load than they used to. My lower back felt tighter after workouts. And my glutes, the muscles I thought I was training, felt strangely quiet. That's when the frustration really hit. Because it didn't feel like I was failing. It felt like my body was solving the movement without solving the problem. And that's a completely different situation. Let that sink in for a second. You can go through the motion perfectly and still reinforce the wrong pattern. That realization changed how I saw every exercise I'd been doing, because now I had to ask something I had never asked before. What if I've been training consistently, but not actually training the muscles I think I am? That would explain everything. Why the shape wasn't changing, why some areas felt overworked, why others felt almost disconnected. And here's the part that really shifted things for me. It wasn't a lack of discipline, it was a lack of precision. My body had learned how to complete the movement efficiently, just not correctly. And once I saw that, I couldn't go back to just working harder. Because now, the real question was much sharper. How do you make sure the right muscle actually does the work? Stay with me here, because the answer to that question is not what most people think, and it's the exact point where everything starts to change. And once I started asking that question, the answer didn't come from doing more. It came from looking at something I had completely ignored for years. And I mean completely. Because it wasn't in my workouts, it was in how my body was set up before the movement even started. That's when I came across something I never thought would matter this much: my pelvis. Now I'll be honest, at first I almost dismissed it. It sounded too small to explain something that felt this big. But the more I paid attention, the more everything started lining up. Because your pelvis isn't just part of the movement, it decides how the movement happens. Every step you take, every time you stand up, every squat you do. Your glutes depend on that position being stable and aligned. And here's the part that really shifted everything for me. Your body doesn't wait for perfect alignment. It adapts to whatever position it's given. So if your pelvis is even slightly off, tilted, rotated, or shifted, your body doesn't stop moving. It just changes who does the work. And that change is subtle, almost invisible. Your lower back starts helping more than it should. Your quads begin to take over. Your hip flexors tighten just to keep things stable. And the movement still looks correct, but underneath, the system has already changed. That's the hidden problem, because now you're repeating a movement that no longer trains what you think it does. And over time, that creates a pattern your body starts to rely on. This is why the change happens so quietly. There's no sharp pain, no clear signal, just a gradual shift that most people don't notice until something feels off. Let me show you something. This is where it got real for me. Stand up for a second. Place your hands on your hips, right on the bones. Now don't adjust anything, just look. Do both sides feel even, or does one side sit just a little higher or different? If you notice anything at all, that's not random. That's your body compensating. That's your pelvis telling you it's no longer in the position your muscles expect. And when I saw that in myself, that was the moment everything clicked. Because now it wasn't about effort anymore. It wasn't even about strength. It was about alignment, controlling, activation. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. Because now the real question becomes sharper than ever. If alignment is what controls the signal, what happens when you finally fix it? Stay with me, because this is where most people get it wrong, and it's exactly where things start to change. And once I understood that alignment was controlling everything, I realized something that completely changed how I approached training. I couldn't just go back to my old workouts and expect a different result, because now I knew if the signal is off, loading the system only reinforces the problem. So instead of pushing harder, I had to rebuild the system from the ground up. And this is where most people get impatient, because the first step doesn't feel like progress. It feels like going backward. But it's actually the most important shift. I had to relearn how to turn the signal back on, not with heavy weight, not with intensity, but with awareness. Small, controlled movements that forced my body to stop compensating. And here's the part that surprised me the most. At first, I couldn't feel my glutes the way I thought I could. That alone told me everything. Because if you can't feel a muscle in a slow, controlled setting, your body won't suddenly recruit it when things get harder. So I slowed everything down. I focused on subtle shifts, moving my hips side to side, hinging back with control, pausing long enough to notice where the effort was actually going. And this is where something clicked. My body had been completing movements efficiently, just not correctly. And now, for the first time, I could interrupt that pattern. That's the real payoff of this phase, not strength, control. Now here's where it gets interesting, because once that connection started coming back, strength started to feel completely different, not heavier, cleaner. When I went back into movements like squats, I wasn't thinking about depth or reps. I was tracking where the load was going. Was it dropping into my knees? Was my lower back stepping in again? Or was the effort finally landing in my hips where it belonged? That awareness changed everything. Because now I wasn't just moving, I was directing the movement. And here's something most people never realize. Strength only matters if it's built on the right pattern. Otherwise, you're just getting stronger at compensating, and that's exactly what I had been doing before. But once the alignment and signal were back, even simple movements started to feel powerful again. And then came the final piece, the one that most training programs completely miss, the side of the hips, the gluteus medius. This is the muscle that stabilizes you when you walk, when you shift weight, when you stand on one leg. And it's also the muscle that gives your hips that full, balanced shape. But here's the problem. Most compound movements barely target it directly, so if it's not activated, it stays behind. and your body keeps compensating. So I started isolating it. Slow, controlled leg lifts to the side. No swinging, no rushing. And here's the key insight that changed everything for me. It wasn't about how high I could lift my leg. It was about how still I could keep the rest of my body while doing it. Because if your torso shifts, you've already lost the signal. That level of control, that's what brings the muscle back online. And for the first time, I could feel it clearly. Not just working in sync. That's when I realized something important. This wasn't 3 random exercises, it was a sequence. First, you restore the signal. Then, you rebuild strength with proper alignment. Then, you target what was never fully activated. And if you skip that order, you go right back to reinforcing the same pattern. But if you follow it, you're not just exercising, you're retraining your body to move the way it was designed to. And that's where real change begins. And if you follow that process long enough, something changes. And it's not what most people expect. It's not the mirror. It's how your body feels when you move. For me, it showed up in small moments first. Walking felt more stable. Standing up didn't require that extra push. Even shifting my weight felt controlled again. And that's the insight most people miss. You don't lose independence when muscles get smaller. You lose it when your body stops responding the way you expect. That's what this is really about. Not just strength, control. And once that control starts coming back, everything else follows. The shape improves, the confidence returns. But more importantly, you stop second-guessing your own body. So if any part of this felt familiar to you, you're not behind. You're not broken. You've just been training without the right signal. And that's something you can rebuild. If you want to stay strong, stable, and independent as you get older, subscribe to the channel. Because the goal isn't to fight aging, it's to understand your body well enough that it never feels like it's working against you. And if you know someone who's doing everything right but still not seeing results, send this to them. Because sometimes the problem isn't effort, it's what's happening underneath it.